What's up, everyone? So here today we're going to be talking about what a pheno is. A lot of people have heard this term and it gets tossed around a lot in the cannabis world, but what does it actually mean? What is a phenotype and what is the differences between phenotypes? Can phenotypes look similar but taste very different, or could they taste a little similar but give you completely different effects? Each bag seed is going to be so different and people should name it something different. Here is Ray Bama talking about his experience having a bag seed actually have a lot of success. And if you know who Ray Bama is, he is someone who is at the top of the food chain when it comes to the hype brands. He is the mind behind Runts. He is the person who created Runts, basically. He wasn't the one who grew it, bred it, or any of that, but he was the one who named it, and he was the one who brought it to market. So he is someone who is well versed in the art of knowing what is what. Let's say it like that.
They really are close to the mom, right?
Yes.
With a little bit of variation, right?
So you're already working with a keeper.
Yeah, you're already working with the keeper,
And so
right?
now you're going to
So it's like a hybrid between popping a seed and having a clone.
At that point in the game, it's like
Similar.
you had Cookie Monster who was running off bag seeds. You had fucking Blue Sherb, you know, who.
So we can go down this road further on who exactly was blowing up off of just finding insane seeds in just really high-end weed. It's happened countless times. I've found insane seeds in a lot of different things. Zushis, I have a seed of the Zushis. I have a lot of different seeds that I've come across that you just have to save them. You have to save them one day down the line once you come across a rainy day that you have enough time to start growing. Have at it. And once you have the patience to do it, have at it. But what I'm trying to say here is the phenos in the different seeds are so different. But how do you have something that would be similar? The only way is to have a certain cut of it. That's why they label the certain cuts by number, and then eventually, sometimes, occasionally, there will be some growers who will sell certain cuts. That's why you just heard right there. He was saying it's basically just as valuable as having a certain cut of it. That is really the only way to have the exact one. That sometimes can be a hard road to go down because a lot of people will just say it's this, say it's that. But a perfect example for something like that is Mac 1. Anyone who's tried Mac 1 and anyone who's tried the Capulator's cut of Mac 1 could see the difference between the Capulator's cut and all of these weird watered down ones that are the mimic ones, or the just non-good ones, let's say it like that. There's a lot of terrible Mac 1s out there, but if you ever have the Capulator cut one, you're just gonna be blown away. The stuff is insanely good, and that's why you will see with certain things like gelato, there's ones that favor each other. There's ones that would be better for the market compared to the other one. Some people really love Gelato 41 because Gelato 41 has this gassiness and it has this roughness to it that is actually preferable to someone who likes a little bit of gassiness to it. But some other people might look at it and be like, this has Play-Doh terps, this has things that they just dislike. They could just not be a fan of 41. And those people are usually going to be favorable to the 33. So let's get into that, how sometimes certain ones will outweigh the other ones.
Categories runs. It's candy now. Like now when people come to shop, they like, where's the candy? Where's the candy?
Damn.
Where's the candy? Like, you know, like we made it like hard for 41. Like no one thought that ever in the game, like at this point of the game, that 41 would be like people don't even want 41 no
The
more.
gelato 41.
Yeah, they want candy. Like they want candy more.
And
than
now
anything.
you're hearing candy gas. So it evolved. It's like you took it to a whole new category of candy, and now people are like, okay, we want that, and then now candy gas.
So as you can hear, some of them definitely outweigh the other ones. This is something that can definitely be known widely across all different sorts of strains. Certain phenos are going to outweigh other ones, and that just is what it is. But how are certain phenos even made? How is there a difference? Let's talk about it. I think that it is definitely something that needs to be discussed because certain phenos are very similar to certain brothers and sisters. My brothers are very much different from me in a lot of ways, and I think our certain differences are what make us special. So let's get into that.
So we put the sherbet pollen onto the cookies, and that was the gelato. So those are all feminized. So that's where all the numbers come from. So
get all the cookies.
Yeah.
And then how long?
That was at my farm.
And then when you said when you were chasing or when you were popping seeds of the gelato, you were just seeing things.
So I took stuff back. I had pounds and pounds of seed, like, cause I trimmed it all. I had it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went in, and it was just from very few seeds, man, that I pulled.
Yeah.
And I did I started with 90 seeds, and we did that famous pheno hunt, and it was literally like just those 90 seeds. And that's where the 45, the 41, the 33, the 25, all of the different gelatos came from, the 47, the 43.
All of these.
Different. And then, so what happened there too is we had a deal, like, if we really want to get into like history and what it was, like, I don't know if you guys want to know the truth.
I 100%
I don't know if people are scared.
I'm a heady
like,
grower.
the community might not want to
the community
hear the
wants
truth,
to know the truth.
Yeah. But
authenticity is 2021 all day.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like these are the genetics that we and at this time, guys, there's no protection on like your rights of your strain. Like if someone takes your shit, someone takes your shit, right?
Still like that now, man.
And this is a fact, and a lot of people got to understand lineage, and this you'll understand, like Connected, Alien Labs, a lot of a downline of brands that are pretty popular right now, and it came from like some shit that I don't really approve of, and I don't put blessing on, which is, broken contracts. And Jigga and I had basically given Connected our genetics, like the ones that they have, the 41, this 25. I give them a few that I didn't really want to rock, like the guava. And so,
not to cut him off, but I think what he's getting at is that, of course, things got very weird in that situation. One thing he did mention in that was that fruity gas or candy gas was now becoming the main go-to, and that's why 33 was so special. And anyone that had access to 33 or the guava gelato, any of those ones that were fruity and really nice, those ones were really sought after, and they were very much the ones that people were going out of their way to find it. So it was something that was just in demand to the point where it was overdone. And of course, I'm going off topic by saying that. Let's get back on topic. He's speaking about how all of these different phenos were so different. Even him talking about how one of them is called guava gelato, the other one being gelato 33, where it's more candy fruit, and then gelato 41, where that is more of a, let's say, a more pungent, gassy gelato. And then I'm almost sure that gelato 42 is the guava. So it's just amazing how different each one is. This one is definitely a great example, but this example that I'm about to show you right now is one that is easier seen by the people, because these are two phenos of each other, and you can actually get a great visual of it right here. First off, we're going to be showing the cinnamon milk. As you can see right here, it is definitely having a little bit of purple in it. It has some orange hairs. It has some green to it. It's definitely going to be very noticeable of a difference between this one and the pomegranate shake. As you can see, it's beautiful though. Beautiful. Has a lot of visible trichomes that are just definitely standing out. It's beautiful. It has a lot of pink on the inside that is pinkish purple, but it's on the outside it's definitely a little bit darker, and it definitely has a lot of appeal to it. It's definitely going to be something that stands out from a lot of the other strains. It's definitely going to have a lot of beauty. This is definitely something that also tastes amazing. It has this somewhat cinnamon milkish taste. I would say it's more of this candy cookie, almost it's hard to explain. It's almost this fruity cookie that is very enjoyable. I can see where they get the cinnamon milk from, but the pomegranate shake is definitely very different. So let's get to showing the pomegranate shake, but this one's definitely very appealing. Look at the beauty on the inside. So now what we are showing you is the pomegranate shake. The dark purple is much more obvious on this. You can see a little bit of a hint of green here and there maybe, but what I've noticed about the way that this one smokes, it's definitely a little bit more airy. You will get a great taste, but it's going to be a little bit more airy than something like the cinnamon milk. The cinnamon milk is definitely going to be a little bit more of a enjoyable taste, but this one is definitely going to be something that has a little bit more of a strong effect. It's going to be something that could actually put you to sleep. It's definitely going to be something that I would say I actually really do enjoy, but if I had to pick a preference between one of the phenos, it's going to be the cinnamon milk. I would say the cinnamon milk's the winner out of the two. But I could imagine that they probably even have a better pheno in the bunch that is going to be out on the recreational scene, because I know the cinnamon milk is on the recreational scene. Not 100% sure about the pomegranate shake. I think it might be in extract form, but I know that the cinnamon milk is on the recreational scene, and I could imagine that this combination of genetics is definitely going to produce something that is really, really nice. It's definitely going to be something that it has a lot of appeal. The look of it is beautiful, but sometimes the look really doesn't matter when it comes down to how it actually smokes. So something like the cinnamon milk, even though it doesn't necessarily look as great, it looks almost as good, but it's going to taste better. It's going to give you really nice effects, and it's going to live up to what you're trying to get when you're buying something that's not necessarily cheap. So this is definitely something that I thought was a great example to what I'm saying. Phenos are very much different. This one right here is very different, and it's a fun one to show. And that's going to wrap it up for this video today. I definitely think that this was a fun one to do. I really want to start doing videos that are very similar to this, and I have done a bunch of videos that are very similar to it on this channel and on my other channel. I'm definitely going to start posting a lot more on this channel right here. This channel I'm speaking about is High Minds Entertainment, and it's going to be a lot of cannabis content. Also, it's going to be stuff that's similar to cannabis. So definitely check out all the content. I think you're going to stumble upon something that you're really going to be like, this is funny or this is entertaining. So check it out. Let me know what you think of it. If you think the content sucks, let me know about that too. Definitely open to hearing that too. Much love and respect.